I say that as people in chat. It probably isn't. It don't matter. Anyways, we're gonna play Assemble with Care. Just boot it up. Oop, gotta get this. Switch my. Come on. Yeah. I gotta switch my speakers to headphones. There we go. There we go. Better now. Oh. Can I edit my stream a bit? Edit some more? Nope. That's alright, don't matter. Actually, I'm gonna. Or do that. Let's see. It slots in. Press play. Let's play with sound. Most games are. Just a bit loud for my ears. Just play with the levels again. Okay. Don't know if I'll change it down for you, but.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
A year on the road.
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey.
Okay, keep
A
clicking.
whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs.
It just sounds like a cool way to live. For only a year, though, I mean, a year? Well, she's saying it was like a very long time, but man, a year is just not long. Not long at all.
Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Oh, neat. I like it. I'm going to turn down the music just a bit. Okay, it's got the pause button there, so that makes more sense. Of course, I'm drinking coffee, so I'm just instinctively going to grab onto that anyways. Alright. Pick it up. I see.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
Sure you are. Click on that.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Trinkets from the from her travels.
My passport. Not many blank pages left now. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
Quick look, I really thought this was a DS, but it's not.
My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Camera? Anything about the camera? No. Okay.
I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Oh, it's because I was like, what's that sound? Well, I think it's because there's stuff possibly still in there, so it's just moving around. Or is it just meant to sound like I'm touching it? Some ASMR kind of feeling going on there. Okay.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
I can imagine.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of.
I can relate to this, because I left my home a long time ago, moved to the UK, and my parents wanted me to stay as well. I mean, they didn't have a shop as such, but they definitely wanted me to stay and not go anywhere. But I mean, that was 12 years ago. It'll be almost 12 years ago now that happened. So that ship has sailed a long time ago. But I had similar feelings. I knew there was more than where I was from.
I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires.
Nope.
My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear. It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun.
I just had a quick thought about the way she's reading this and the way it's written. It's certainly written as if it was a journal entry. And it sounds like it's being read to us. It's not really, doesn't sound like the way someone would talk to you and tell you a story. At least not off the cuff. It sounds like it would be memorized if it was.
In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Now, why does she have an English accent and the main character has a North American accent?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
I'll try. Just looking at the surrounding, it's supposed to have this sort of hand-drawn watercolor kind of look to it. That's fine. I don't mind those stylistically. I think it's getting a bit distracting a bit, but whatever, it's fine. Why is it? Oh, good. I don't like how it sort of hovers over here, but can I take bits of it apart? No. Okay, well, you do something here.
Why did you do that?
It winds the tape.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Can I show you again? Nope. It's okay. Put it back. I just want to get to this.
Still not working.
Yeah.
Something else must be wrong.
I mean, I figured, but I imagine probably because it has to do with the battery sitting here. Or can I rotate this? Okay. Oh, I had to look. There, I see, I see. Look for the little spinny bit, like there.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Oh. Used to cooking and dragging and holding, but it just wants me to toggle. Yep. There would. Right, can I? Alright, I want to test it. It's got power. Right.
You dream a dream for me. If I sit by your side and hold you so tight.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
Sounds useless.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered.
Maybe that's why she's here. She was living in Englandshire and had to move to where her dad is? Or other mom? Something?
A part I wouldn't be able to fix. My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles.
Flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. Yep. Certainly evocative.
The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Alright, he's English as well.
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Okay, so it sounds like he's just mad at her because she broke his statue. Well, of course we can fix it. I think we have glue here. What's this? Oh, that's the base.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Whoop. Didn't mean to get the glue everywhere. Can I get rid of some of it? What is he? Can I rotate? Ah, there we go. Can I rotate this? Oop. Here?
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Well, I think kids in general should come with a warning label, but here we are. Who's this? Right, we need, okay, come on. Okay, so we just need to be a bit more careful. Oh, dang it. I kind of wish it didn't have just anchor points for this. I would much prefer if it just sort of allowed me to click and drag anywhere, but that's alright. Where are we next? In torso. Here. And here. Oops. Well, we know where that one's going anyways. Let's see. Rotate. And... put him there.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Well, I mean, I would hope it was. Is it Gorilla Glue? And... where is the one? There we are. Damn it. Gotta get used to that toggle. And the glue we dropped over down here is gone. And that's fine with me.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Oh, there's a portrait I'm looking at. I was like, that doesn't look at all like the girl that was there, but that's why.
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening.
I think with my parents, they were, I think they were just more in disbelief that it was going to happen. They still would talk about it, but yeah, just a lot of unsolicited advice from coming here, and you know, I think they meant well, but they ultimately did not want it to happen.
Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too. My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Okay, we're definitely in Englishshire town. I thought this was her home.
Her place was petite,
Isn't it?
tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started.
I mean, the whole...
I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
I mean, the general setting does look and, you know, is evocative of a small English village for sure.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Yes. Okay, so we have more screwdrivers. This must be a bell. And that must be some sort of vaguely electronic thing. Alright. These to pull apart. Probably that as well. Can I take those off? Ooh.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Yes, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Okay, she's obviously worried about her business. Judging from her tone. And move this and go there. Right. That bell needs to come off. New one on. Like they provided that for me, so it's not like I needed to think about it too much when it was there. It would have been nice to have a bit more of a puzzle there. Or I could like have like a box to look through with this stuff in it. I don't know, there'd be something nice about that, but never mind. So we've done that. We need to take apart whatever this is, which is the inside bits. Oops. No, I'm really just trying to get a better look at it. Okay. Alright, this needs a new one in here. See, like I said, they've already provided this sort of thing for you to just sort of know. You're really just kind of taking apart a puzzle very gently and putting it back together in roughly the same order with some slightly new pieces. It's not particularly challenging. I'm assuming that wants to go there. And that must be what this is. I don't even think it would let me plug it into the other one. Can we find out? Can I put in? Yeah,
These connections
okay.
aren't quite right. I should check the wiring.
At least it lets me make a mistake. Yeah, I know. This... Yeah, this one. No, this one.
Looks
There
like
we
this
go.
new circuit board is all hooked up.
New bells, new circuit board. What went on here first? This one. Everything just sort of nicely snaps into place. And this one. Rotate. these back. And nearly there.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Oh yeah, the actual the actual thing here. Ta-da!
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
Probably because she hasn't got no money.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill
Yeah, I
anyway.
figured.
And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I think I'd prefer just money, but
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the
yeah,
other
more
end of
about
the
the
line.
festival. Everyone's stressed about the festival.
You don't need to be here though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
She needs money.
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh god, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
I mean, sure. Maybe I'll get paid then. Oh, nice a camera.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
And now we see why there's tension between these two.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Sure.
You need the manual.
Well, yeah. I've not seen this thing before. Actually, this reminds me of something my dad would do. My dad is very, very good at fixing things. And this is basically how he would figure out how to fix things he'd never seen before. He would always look through the manual and he would read the manual front to back. And then sort of make a go at it and figure it out and fix it. So it was always something that all of us, my entire family, were always like, wow, he's just really good at that sort of thing. And I think it saved us a lot of money generally because we never really needed to get repairmen out. He would just sort of figure out how to do it. Don't know what that is yet. That looks like film. We got two there. Can I take the whole thing apart? Just call it good. Is she gonna comment on it? Probably.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Oh, there it is. See, that's all it was.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
I think that's all we need to do with it. Put the 2 screws back in. And we should be back in business.
Still a few parts missing.
How? There's only a stick. Is it? I still want me to, but. Okay, wants to put the film in there for her? Okay, well, it wasn't exactly clear about it wanted me to do that, but I mean, apparently she can't do it herself for whatever reason.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford.
True. Probably took her long to do that. I'm assuming she has rent or mortgage to deal with, but so it probably took her longer than 3 months to actually buy it.
It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
I just had a thought.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
Maybe this is in India somewhere. I just had a thought from all the people I've been seeing who have been more likely have the darker complexion.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready. The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Again, she's just quite worried.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed...
I hope you didn't mind
Oops,
fixing the
didn't mean to do
camera
that.
for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
We will give it a try. I would be hopeless with this as well. But let's open up and see how it works. So we have some more wires there. On button. The neons. I'm assuming it's a neon sign, so the neon parts of it. Glue and coffee. So that's where all that goes. I'm probably gonna put the on button in there and do some connections, so we'll start there. Recently, I did something similar with my laptop, whereas it was just running terribly, so I'd never done anything as simple as taking apart a laptop, because there's just a ton of screws and a ton of tiny screws, and I think it just needed like a big clean out of the dust and stuff, and it was quite satisfying to see it all start to work again. Well, work better anyways. Right, this needs to go back in. Nope. The game was like, no. That is not where that goes. It might be, though. I mean, it has to. Why is it doing this sort of thing? Oop. Alright, we'll come back to that. What can I do here? Okay. Maybe it's worth putting on the other side first. Yeah, okay. The lights need to go through here. I see. Let's just get these out so we can see. One of these has to connect to the to this thing, but okay, this thing must need to come apart. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, there's that grid lines again. So no. Yes, I know. Okay, can we? Yeah, I mean, I figured it didn't work. Can I? Why doesn't it go there? And it looks like it goes there. Do I need to rotate it? No, that's not it. It would rotate. Whoop! Pulled it up from the other side. That can stay there, I think. No. So those two need... Nope. Alright. So that probably needs to loop to the other side. Can I take this out? No. Right. Is that... That goes I'm gonna assume this goes here. Oh, glue. I got it. There we go. Okay, so maybe this needs to go here. Although I would assume it needs batteries. No, this needs to go over here. This needs to... No, that's not what I meant. This one. Fine. That goes here. That goes there. Alright. I think... Does it work? Yeah, we got it. Good.
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Do you? What's this? I see. Okay, more glue. And this. And this. Here. Maybe that works.
It still needs something else.
Does that?
Maybe we can add one of these.
Just a whole lot more things added to it. Probably overthinking it. Probably. And this one here. I think. Anyways, let's rotate it a bit more. I'm gonna slap these things on somewhere. She's probably gonna tell me she doesn't like it.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Could we have added the pizza one? What do we see? Maybe this is the part of the game where it wants us to make a choice. What do we think? Pizza or martini?
There's still a part I need to attach.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just thinking here. Pizza, ice cream, drink. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the pizza. Okay, I know this needs to go back on here. You don't need to tell me. I do know that. But nice if there was a hint button so that I could just ask for help if I needed it. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we got it.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, it didn't reflect what I had done there. That would have been a nice touch.
Oh, that's perfect, Marie. Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived.
Cavalry.
Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Hey.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Oh, nice.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house.
It does sound nice.
I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst, Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
We can fix your, basically it's, oh, what are those called? Game Boy Advance SP, I believe. That's what it looks like. Anyways, a form of it. There would have been another button here, and then there would be, I think, some shoulder buttons on this side, but it don't matter. She's cracked the screen. Yeah, I figured. Lovely. New ones of these, a new screen, because we just happen to have those. And I think we just need to pull it apart. And let's just start pulling apart stuff here. Just trying to figure out if I have to memorize the order here or not. Probably not. Yeah, those things work fine, we know. So we're gonna, looks like she's, there needs a new one of these. Oh, what's the difference? New A button. What's this? I kind of wish I could rotate them while they're not here, but I actually have to replace it right here for to manipulate it. Well, it don't matter. I keep going. Wires. And... Right. Okay. What else is there? New one. This one? Don't have any glue. What is that thing that's attached to? Just part of that button, I guess. It must be a button there. Okay. So now we need to figure out the rest of it. This is probably going to be like, no, you've got to do more. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. What's going on here? One, two, three. Well, we gotta get this thing off, I think, anyway, so we'll come back. We'll come back to this. I see. That one's busted. 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 Take it apart, need to do one of these. And then this goes there. Must be the speakers. I think that's everything. We always need to connect it up. But I don't actually know which way it goes. No idea. No idea which way it goes. Let's start connecting stuff. There's only two there. I say, I imagine that wherever way it's connected, I think. Oh. I think that's gonna go there, and then that will go to the other part of this one. Yes. And the backlight. Anything else here? Can I lick that across? No. Yeah, I know. No. Oops. So I think we have that. Missing anything? We must be missing something. Oh. Okay, whatever way we put it, we gotta do this. Sure. So the light goes to the first one. This one goes toward the... There we go. Clever. Start putting things back. See if it works.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
No, they don't.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
I see. Cute.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
You threw it.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
As usual, kids just need attention.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too.
Yep.
It made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view?
It's a good question. From my own point, I definitely don't think I did. Not really, but I always felt that traveling was something I had to do. Not even that I necessarily weighed the pros and cons of it, but I just had to go.
I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Just gonna take this moment. It's halfway through the stream, and if you're watching, please say hi so I know you're here. I don't watch the viewer count, so then I'm more likely to keep talking. So please just say hi if you're here. I'd love to hear from you. And we're gonna keep moving on. I'm kind of assuming we're near the end here. I know this game was only a couple hours, so we're gonna keep going with it basically until we finish, I think.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
Yeah, so is he the mayor?
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Watches are just lovely pieces of equipment. I don't wear one myself. But you know, I'm glad people do. They're just lovely pieces of machinery.
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
I'm not sure. Need a tiny screwdriver. Okay, the reason I don't ever wear watches is I just lose them. I don't like things on my hands and things on my wrists. I don't do jewelry, necklaces. The only jewelry I have is the one that's in my nose with a septum piercing. That's the only thing I have. And there, because I don't have to worry about it, and I can tuck it away if I need to. But yeah, so if anyone's always like, what do you want for your Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? I'm always say, well, don't get me watches. Don't get me jewelry. I won't wear it. Yeah. Take that off. Gears are always so fascinating to me. I just like them. I think they're neat. I kind of wish there would be more games that have to do with gears and disassembly and things, especially like this. It'd be nice if they made like an entire game of just clocks. I know there's a game called Cogs, which does something. Whoop.
The main plate has completely cracked.
I
I'll
see.
need to replace it.
So yeah, there is another game which I might play on another
Cogs
stream.
look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Okay, so it suddenly switched gears on me. So yeah, as I was saying, maybe we'll play Cogs on another stream. Okay. So we've left that. We need to. Whoops! Didn't mean to click that. Oh no! No. We just want to resume. Okay, so can I take any of these off? Yes. Okay, can I glue these? No, there's no glue available, so I can't just glue them back together. I'll start with putting all these things back in here. Now I gotta see, it automatically knows where these things need to go. Not there. Is that gonna move at all? Can I wind it? Whoops. Ah, I see. Now to replace this part. Got that one. Oh, I see. How the hell you fit it in there? Looks way too big. Looks like you would struggle to get that angle right. Take that out. Okay.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Ah, I see. Like everything else here, it has a sentimental value. Which is true of things in general. We always seem to attach some sort of meaning to a lot of our things. Although, I gotta say, even thinking really hard to myself, I don't think I have anything that has some sort of value like this anyways. Like I said, I don't wear jewelry or watches, so although I do have some stuff. I have a clatter ring that I don't wear that I have a lot of value about. Anyways. Oh yeah, the screws. I do find it kind of weird that in order to unscrew, or to screw it in, you have to put the mouse to the left, even though you would screw to the right if that was the case. I don't know why that choice has been made, but it's fine. Just a minor nitpick. So, and I think that's everything. We just need to put it back together entirely. So yeah, righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's how you remember that was the way you need to do stuff. And it's lefty tighty, righty loosey for some reason here. Can I go back on? What have I forgotten something? To wind it maybe? Oops. I just want to rotate it. Is it not winding? I can't click on that. Alright, what have I done? Scoot it all back together. Well, let's keep looking. Oh, so you have to... I didn't notice it before. You have to turn to the right.
Still a
Anyways.
few parts missing.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured as much. So, what is it? I've gotten the screws back. Why isn't... Is it the order I had to put them in? That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so I can put them multiple places. That I did not catch. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Okay, so this one's definitely too small. This one, that one definitely goes there because it connects to the other side. Maybe, no. Oh, I think it's, there we go. Right. That's too big. Obs. This. I think we'll go there. I see, I get it now. That makes sense now. Yep. So lefty. Lefty tighty. Righty loosey. Whoops. Yeah. There we go. And there's a watch. There's a watch.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Well, she might still be trying to process the death of your mother, but... Or maybe something else.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come. When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this.
Well, it's still a lot cleaner than my place. It's certainly less chaotic than mine.
It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Let's look. Okay, what are these? These must be certain things. Righty Lucy. That's broken, whatever that is. With the light? This must be the light.
That light bulb is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
I see. Need to. Didn't see this before.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Okay, well, just chill out. We're chilling here. Why can't you? Oops. I mean, they redirect the light, apparently, but... It's okay, we'll work on these things. Does it need to go? Can that go there? No, it has to go there. Let's see if we can get this thing out. Another part needs to come off here. No, I'm pixel hunting. Can I... Looks like I might need to go up there instead, but... Oh, let's just see. Can that go? No, can't go there, so it's worth a try. This doesn't apparently have a manual with it. That's alright. Okay, we can just keep that there for now. What about this? Okay, there's multiple ways I can... Is that... Oh, I gotta direct it again. This? I'm assuming... Carefully. Like this. There's the light. So... Nope. Okay. I mean, that looks correct, considering that the... Oh, no, that doesn't go anywhere. This needs to go up, I think, or something like that. And direct the light through the lens. Like this. Okay. We've got that part. Put this back. Put this here. This will need to go. That will need to be pushed out, like, kind of like this, I think. Like that.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad.
And that just came out. We have more
Here's
toys.
the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
This looks... Still need to remove that thing there. Then, whoops. Oh, no. Come on. There we go. So all that part's right. Okay, need to do that. I think. How do I get this one out? Can I just go like this? If it's jammed in there, like she said it was, this needs to be reset somehow. Is there a screw? Oh, we need to hook this back up. Whoops. No. That goes here. That goes there. This. There we go.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around.
Let's look at some more, shall we?
Looks like something is still missing.
Just leave it for a second. Jeez. I want to sort these things back. Oh, come on. It's really hard to see where it needs to go. Like it doesn't. There we go. I want these in line. I'm just gonna move that one. Yeah, this thing's a bit delicate as to where you need to put your mouse.
There's still a part I need to attach.
Yeah,
Where does
I
it
know.
go?
Put these screws back in. That should be that.
I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister.
You're just now coming to this realization.
She used to ask me when I was coming home. But I
What?
was always too busy.
I want to see the last slide. Can I?
Helena was transfixed.
That kind of sucks.
Staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
In that case, can I go back and look at it after? I kind of wanted to see the other one, but maybe they're going to have them all here.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Sounds like you.
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
So this reminds me of the one of the principles that I tend to stick to is that I mean I don't think this Helena or whatever her name is has necessarily done this, but I would never loan money to a family member. I would always just gift it and forget about it. And so that way, if I absolutely couldn't afford it, I just wouldn't gift it. I wouldn't have to worry about getting an investment in my return or worry about me running out of money necessarily. So it's only actually fairly recently that I've been able to gift money to family members.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour?
Oh dear, I hate that question.
Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously, she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
So I'm gonna put this thing together and make soup. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Right. This doesn't tell me anything. Right. Okay. What part goes on first? The thing with the red? That looks correct. That is okay. Yeah, the thing that holds the pot there. They slot together nicely without too much work.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Again, that's her Americanism. Because if she was British, she would say petrol, probably. They don't typically use the word gas here. Oop, let's just wait. You don't want to be leaking gas everywhere and have an explosion. Okay. What? I don't... Maybe I can have this lit. Because otherwise just putting the lit match back in the box, that seems like an even worse idea. Okay, I was doing this before. Okay. I don't... Is there a... Oh! Okay. I was just supposed to hover over it. I see. And not click. Oh, there we go. Now I can sit over there happily. A pint of stock. Or not. Ooh, where's the rest of it?
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great, if I say so myself.
Nothing like real stock that you've made. It's just so
Here are
much
the
good.
ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Half a stick of... a quarter... must be butter. Okay, I don't want that. I mean, it kind of looks like a quarter that's been taken out there. It's gotta be half stick of butter. Let's see. 2 broccoli florets, handful of chopped tomatoes, 3 wild mushrooms. Those are halves. Okay, so... I'm really hoping that's plenty of butter. Let's see. Half a carrot. Doesn't say half a chopped carrot, so I do that. 2 broccoli florets, which would be these things. These would be entire stalks. We don't like those. A handful of chopped tomatoes. So
That looks good. I'll
okay,
scoop
that's a bit
spoonful
more
when
than I
I'm
would,
ready to
but
serve.
less. 3 wild mushrooms, so we're gonna do 6 of these because that would make 3. I'm getting hungry now. Plenty of... I can only assume that's onions. Oh, it's gotta have some sort of onion in it, otherwise. Well, not necessarily. Plenty of... It's the only thing left on here. Plenty of... Looks like there's plenty of lover. I don't know what else that would be.
Oh, her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind. I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
Good, we're gonna throw some onions in there. And we're gonna do plenty, which is most of this. What do we think? 4-season soup.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, as a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Thought you're supposed to wear a dress.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
I want some soup.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
As a reminder, if you're in chat, please say hi so I know you're here.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bellariva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
I'm sure it does. I just hope they live together well. It's hard living with family.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on.
The game directs me to do something in particular.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly.
Yeah, no.
I should check the wiring.
Well, let's find the screw bits. Actually, I don't even have a screwdriver, so it must be something you do here. Start taking bits of it apart.
Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
Is it not? Okey doke. That doesn't do anything. There we go. Power goes there, that goes there. No. There we go.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
Keep going. Let's just get this done. Where does that one go? I don't see another hole for it. What is it anyways? That is... Okay, it's gotta go up there somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Just need to adjust that part
I
of it.
think that should do it. This
So then we
record
know.
should play beautifully.
Then we know how fast we need to play it. Turn.
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Nice. No. Yeah, okay. We need new motor. Off. 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 What's this? Oh, come on. I want to read upside down. 715 or 7 something. 7 W's. Okay. Nope. I see, right, it tells you what it is. It's this one. And that should do it. It's spinning the wrong way. I'll put it back now, I think.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
Can we get... Oh, I was gonna put on chipmunk speed, that's fine. Can I? Come on, come on, come on. No. That's fine. Then we have Barry Manilow. Oh, fine.
The record player's crackling
Sorry, not Barry
tune must
Manilow,
have
Barry
caught
White.
Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be.
What about you? What about the person you want to be?
I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
Three more to do, it looks like.
My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
So was I wrong? I thought Bellariva was her home. Or was this another place in her travels?
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Okay. Oh, if there's screws, it's coming out.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Well, why not? I took it out. Why can't I put it back in? Can I? Nope, apparently not yet. Doesn't want me to yet. That's fine. I'll keep going. Alright, there's something down here at the bottom. I don't actually know what that is, but that's fine. We'll figure it out in a minute.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Fine. Completely busted is right. It's Alright, is that it? Okay. Your new one. Whoops. That goes there. I think that doesn't look like it goes. Can we try? Oh, come on. That looks like it might go there. No, that doesn't work. That probably goes there, and that goes there. Can I? Can I test it? So it works.
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new.
Can I put it back in? What's going on here? No. Alright, let's... Maybe it wants me to put the thing back in. I can't do that. I can only... Oh, is it glue? Oh, of course, it's glue. That's what that's what that means. And then... No, not yet. Oh, yeah, this thing here. Okay. So... Now we put these back in? Okay. I feel like that could have been done before this bit. Oh, it wants me to screw the whole thing down onto it. I get it, I think. That's why I couldn't screw the whole bottom on there. What's the... Oh, this. Can I... Oh, whoop. Didn't even know that came out. That's... So what other bit needs to go in here? No, not that. The whole thing. No. Because I think this... No. There we go. That looks like it goes in here somehow, but I don't know how to take the things out. Can I? Nope. Is that, do I need to attach that first? I mean to the bottom of that mechanism? What part am I missing? Because it doesn't look like it has a space necessarily for that to attach to. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, yeah, of course. Fine. So, this, then this. This.
I think that's everything back together again.
I believe that's true.
I should play it to make sure.
I mean, I was going to do that anyways, but...
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
Nice.
I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you've fixed for me.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Second to last one, or at least last of the official ones.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since.
Quite literally.
As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load. The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind.
That is definitely a British train ticket right there. Definitely. So, we know that we are in the United Kingdom somewhere, but more likely Englandshire. I don't know if there's a place called Bellariva or not. Anyways.
Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference.
I'm sure we did. We made friends along the way.
Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Dial.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Nice. That was a nice game. Very quick. Just under 2 hours to complete the vast majority of it. There is an extra bonus one which we'll probably do as well, but it's really nice. Voice acting was pretty good. I'm gonna keep going here. Oh yes, an epilogue. Let's do it.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognize her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top.
Yeah, I used to work at a cafe and I could do that.
It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs.
To be fair, a cappuccino is really hard to put latte art on top of, just because there's too much foam and you don't get enough of the coffee on top of it.
Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Well, is there an instruction manual? Well, no one does instruction manuals nowadays, so it's fine. It's fine.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Whoops. No. Need this. Okay, that wouldn't...
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Don't think that would be going if it wasn't connected.
Oh, I wish Maria was here. She'd know how to put these pipes together.
Not necessarily. We need to make sure this is so pointing the right direction, which it is. And this goes there.
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
No. This one. Nope.
That steam doesn't look good. There must be something wrong with the pipes.
Oh, that one's connected down here. I see. No, 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 no. I want to rotate. That doesn't. I keep taking stuff off. Can I take off any other parts? No? Okay. Saw a disconnect. Let's see. That's gotta be coming from the boiler. Oh, this? That's not gonna... Oh, maybe it will. And that. Really just sort of guessing. I don't like how this thing... I don't like having it upside down. Right, we'll just... no. Got any other things to put in?
The pipes are all connected, but there's still steam everywhere. Something's in the wrong place.
Yeah, I figured that much, but... Right, I got it. So this... I got it. That needs to go up here, I think. And then... There we go.
Finally, no more steam.
There we go. So... What now? Now I gotta connect with the rest of it. I wish I could zoom in a bit. Can I? No. No, it doesn't work. That goes there. The power needs to go around the other side. Can I? And that can really only go one place, I think. It's one of these two, isn't it? So that one goes... Try to follow it with my eyes. To the spray. Okay. Oh, there's another bit we gotta connect up. I just noticed. Let's see. Did that go in? Oh, I guess I did. Right. I see. Okay, so we need to connect the cup one up to the cup one, which I think is, yeah, there we go. And steam up to that one. The power up to power. And look at the bottom. We just gotta make sure these all go to the right places. So the power can go to 1. Spray can go to 2. Water can go to 3. Right. Power to 1. Braided 2. I think that's how I did it. Yeah. And this one to 3. Everybody's lit up. Is that everything? Is that everything?
Are all of these parts supposed to go in there?
It's a belief. Whoops. Come on. Did I put on the wrong way? No, I can only go on one way. Right?
Are all of these parts supposed to go in there?
I must need to put the other one in first. Whoops. No, we're gonna take these out. Put the grate back in first. Ooh, that can go. Yes, that's what we need to do. I think I must have missed some screws. It's just 2 there. That works.
It looks like I've forgotten a screw.
Yeah, I said we have. But where? It doesn't appear to be on the outside, so it must be on the inside somewhere. Oh, it's those right there. That's what it is. And that should be us. There we go.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure.
My phone dropping on the ground.
All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Not bad. Ah, yes. So, I can.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
I'm gonna do latte art now. Whoops. What am I doing here? Right. See if I can remember how to do it. That's
perfect
good
coffee.
enough.
All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
It does look nice.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog?
A work of art's calling that's a stretch.
When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realized how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff.
I actually got pretty good at latte art, but yeah, it takes a lot of practice and a truckload of milk to get right.
It made me realize how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never.
Awful.
Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
And that's it. Alright, if you're in chat, say goodbye real quick. But if not, I'll put this on YouTube so you can watch again later. And if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. And if you're still in there in chat, thanks for watching. And we'll see you in a couple days.